Good evening, and thank you for joining us for the ABC 10 News at 5. I'm Luke Clary. At least 11 people have been killed as 5 separate wildfires rage across Los Angeles, with authorities expecting the death toll to increase. Take a look. Altogether, the fires have burned nearly 40,000 acres, destroyed more than 12,000 structures, and at least 180,000 people have been forced to evacuate. The Palisades and Eden fires are now in the top 20 most destructive wildfires in California history. And check out this new video of what looks like a home burning in Manville Canyon earlier today. You can see just how massive the flames are, even after a water drop there. This is the first time flames have reached a structure in the area since the Palisades fire started burning toward the 405 freeway. The Palisades fire now burning at nearly 24,000 acres, and it's just 11% contained. President Biden has called on Congress to approve funds to help those in need. ABC's Jacqueline Lee has the latest from Altadena, California.
As multiple wildfires blaze through Los Angeles, ABC News has learned federal agents will take over the investigation into the cause and origin of the Pacific Palisades fire. Firefighters are in a race against time, trying to take advantage of better weather conditions to get the fires under control before the winds spike again. Continuing to attack the flames from the sky and the ground, as many residents return to find their homes reduced to rubble.
Never in a million years would we think that a fire would come down and completely destroy not just this neighborhood, but half or more of the entire Pacific Palisades. It's devastating.
Teams began grid searches for remains and missing persons in burn zones. Despite the risks, some residents chose to stay behind to try to protect their homes.
We were winning small victories, and it would calm down, and then we had time to regroup and reposition ourselves again, and then, it would kick up again.
An overnight curfew is in effect in burn areas, with the National Guard in place to help secure neighborhoods. Authorities say they arrested nearly 24 suspected looters. Now, California officials raising concerns about price gouging.
Scams, taking advantage of victims and re-victimizing them. It's sick, it's wrong, it's illegal.
Officials warn the threat is far from over. Santa Ana winds will continue to hit the Los Angeles County through Wednesday, keeping the fire danger high. Jacqueline Lee, ABC News, Altadena, California.
Jacqueline, thank you. Governor Gavin Newsom has ordered an investigation into lost water supply and water pressure by the LA Department of Water and Power. It comes amid concerns that the Pacific Palisades Reservoir was offline when the fire started. The governor says that this likely hurt the effort to protect some homes and evacuation areas. And the Sacramento Fire Department said nearly 40 members of their search and rescue team were deployed to Southern California last night. The team will assist with search operations amongst the ash and buildings destroyed by the wildfires. Sacramento Fire said these highly specialized individuals and canines will work tirelessly to search for the victims. At least 13 people are missing in Los Angeles County as the fires continue to burn.
They're just looking for any signs of human activity, and whether that be deceased or alive. If it's deceased, it's basically to give the family some closure that we found your loved one. Unfortunately, they didn't survive.
It remains unknown if any of the missing persons are included in the death count. More than 12,000 personnel, including firefighters, law enforcement, and other emergency support teams, are continuing to battle those fires in LA County. Among them are over 140 personnel from CAL FIRE's Sonoma Lake and Napa unit, or CAL FIRE LNU. This team has been tirelessly working from defending structures on the Eden fire to making critical water drops, even saving homes. And the smoke and chemicals from the wildfires are creating dangerous air quality across the entire state. Yesterday, California's Health and Human Services Secretary declared a public health emergency in order to tackle the health impacts left from the fires. The declaration gives healthcare providers more flexibility to respond. And let's talk weather now in our area. Here's ABC 10's Sean Stiles.
Well, we do have this weather impact heading our way, and the big thing right now are these increasing winds, and with that we could see limbs from trees breaking down and also downed power lines. So keep that in mind. Downed power lines are one of the most dangerous things. You want to stay at least 100 feet away from those and contact power authorities to get them out there to take care of things. As we look at the impact, these northerly winds are going to be building throughout the day. Winds sustained 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting up to 40. So some pretty strong winds, and they'll be coming out of the north as the high pressure shifts and a low digs to the south of us. And then this will last through Sunday. Fortunately, this is a short weather event for us here in the Sacramento area. Looking at those winds, you can see them coming in out of the north and northwest. Look at these gusts, 25, 30 plus miles per hour. And then in other locations up in the mountains, Truckee, basically calm out of the northeast. Those winds really get going, especially as you head towards the western part of the valleys and out towards the Bay Area there. So we're going to see some pretty windy conditions, and these will last through Monday, and then they'll start to back off. Now, as far as temperatures are concerned, with high pressure building in over the region, we'll start to see some pretty mild conditions. It's going to be nice temperature-wise. As far as what you can expect along the Bay Area, we're talking about mid-60s, and once we get in and around Sacramento into the San Joaquin Valley there, we're talking about temperatures ramping up. So the mountains, you'll be in the 30s for your daytime highs, and in the foothills, we'll see them push into the upper 50s, mid-60s along the coastline, and low 60s as we get to Tuesday. We'll have your extended forecast in just a bit.